Baller Scholar Podcast.
I'm looking at. It's also interesting how they order the players.
Is it by points per game? Oh, yeah, it is.
That's biased. That's not cool that they do that. No respect to defense. Why isn't it listed by like steals? Evan Fournier surprisingly high on this. Okay, I think you gotta go Brad Beal.
Yep, I did Brad. I think he's scoring 35 points a game right now, and he's been an all-star starter. An all-star snub, honestly. And
Yeah,
you got to look at him and say that's that guy.
Also, like the competition, I don't think is that great.
No, these guys are all playing really well, but none of them are all-star starter material. And I'm not I'm looking at Zach LaVine right now, and and I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, that's another one. I'm not gonna pick Kyrie for personal reasons, but also like
hasn't played that much.
Exactly. I mean, I think Harden will end up getting it, but I'm not picking him. Who's your other one? Like, who are you looking at for you?
That's the thing, bro. I like how fantasy points is also something that's up there for like. Doesn't make any sense.
I didn't realize what that was.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I just don't like any of these people, and I like Jalen, but I don't think his just like overall numbers are great.
I picked Jalen for my second one. I think he's scoring well and efficiently. And, his rebounds are whatever, in the 5.5 range. I think his assists will go up as we get closer to the All-Star game. He's definitely passing it a lot more to create shots for like guys like Tice and Tatum. But I look at that and I think Beal and Brown are my two guys up top.
Yeah, I think Jalen's a fan favorite too. Trae Young kind of sneakily having like a good year, but
yeah, like you said, I think if you're looking for another guard, point guard wise, I think you have to go with either Trae Young or James Harden. I'd find it hard to believe if Harden's not an All-Star game starter.
Yeah, right. It'd be kind of cool if you did Beal and Russ. Just go worst team in the East backcourt for the All-Star game. His numbers are good. Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just do that. Not really. Yeah, I'll go Jalen. I like Jalen.
So Jalen and Beal are both of our East front court.
Yep.
Go down to the not front court, back court. Let's go down to the front court. I think there's some locks here for starters.
Yeah.
Are we both going to Embiid right off the jump?
Yeah, I think you gotta go Embiid.
Oh God, see, this is tough. This is really tough. Because even past the second row, you have Randall, you have Jonas, who like both of them could be All-Star game starters realistically.
Yeah.
But I think Embiid's our only. I don't know. I was gonna say something, but I take it back. I was gonna say I think Embiid's our only lock here. It's hard to pick against those top three in KD, Giannis.
Yeah.
Man. Let's go
this
by
is the
rebound.
thing in the East, bro. It's gonna be the same problem just with the like reserves too.
Yeah. Damn, look at this. And then you go by rebound. You have like Drummond, Capella, Sabonis.
Yep.
Yeah. God. Chris Middleton's up there. Who's your next pick? Who do you go with?
I think you have to. I can't talk myself out of just going KD, Embiid, Giannis.
And Giannis. Yeah, I agree.
Even though like I don't love it, I don't know if you could make an argument for anyone else.
No, I agree.
Unless you just like someone else more, which I do, but
me personally, like if I was voting realistically, it's gonna be KD, Embiid, Giannis. But but as a fan, I'm voting Tatum,
Yep.
voting Randall, and I'm voting Sabonis.
Ooh.
And that's my
Okay.
front court if I'm picking in my own world.
Yeah. All right. If I'm doing that, I'm going Chris Middleton.
Okay, your guy.
T.J. Warren's up here. Wow, that's awesome. I'm
He had
going
a few good games.
Pacers. Vucevic has had a great year so far.
And Hayward.
Hayward stepped up recently after a political uprising.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
And Pascal. No. I like Bam actually a lot too.
So is that your 5 right there?
Oh my god. That is awful.
Mine's Beal,
the-
Brown, Tatum, Randall, and Sabonis.
My team wouldn't even win in the NBA. Probably lose.
Who's your team?
Beal, Brown, Middleton, Vucevic, and Bam.
All right, there we go.
That team's sick.
There's your East starters. Let's move forward to the West. Let's see. Who deserves it? Who will we pick? Damn, this is another. I mean, weird time for like point guards.
Yeah, kind of like Luka's still not like a guard in my head, but call me
Yeah,
old
so I
fashioned.
think Luka's gonna get it for me.
Yeah.
He's a big guard. Point forward.
Yeah,
Um,
he's still a forward, bro.
yeah,
I would go
think-
Steph,
I think
Dame, Luka if it was just like 5 top guys. But you can't do
Steph,
that, I
Dame,
guess.
Luka, yeah. I would even pick CJ too.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with Luka and Dame. Yeah, do that. Luka and Dame.
Dame has better numbers than Steph.
Steph.
More
Yeah.
fantasy points, and that's all that matters. So
It all adds up.
that's just science.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Who are you going with? Dame and Luka.
Yeah.
I think that one's a little more clear cut. Okay, and then you look at the West.
Although I think Steph will
sorry,
probably
the-
actually win that, maybe not, but
Steph will probably win just because like popularity.
yeah.
And you look at the big man. I think again, like Embiid, your lock is Jokic.
Yep.
And then I think realistically, your team is gonna be. I mean, your front court is gonna be Jokic, Kawhi. Jokic, Kawhi, and LeBron.
Yeah. They're just.
Um,
That's why I think Luka deserves it more, maybe than. Honestly, more than
Man.
LeBron, probably, but
yeah,
it doesn't work like that. So.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna sort this by rebounds, because if you sort it by, or even let's sort it by fantasy points. Cat's up there.
It
but-
drops off so fast. It goes from like AD, Cat, Porzingis to Andrew Wiggins, Porter Jr.,
Wait,
Barnes.
what do you sort it at? Rebounds or
Just
fantasy
points.
Okay.
And you're like,
Yeah,
yikes.
because when you go by fantasy points, you get completely different numbers.
Yeah.
Because it's Jokic, Cat, LeBron,
Yeah, well, Cat in
Kawhi.
his 4 games, like, that's not fair.
For me, I'm gonna go Jokic, Kawhi, and I want to go Gobert, but I'm gonna go with Paul George.
Okay. Hey, he's having a great year.
No, you know what? Let's go. No, I already have a true center. We're going Paul George. So that's my front court. Jokic, he's having the MVP year. Kawhi's up and running with him, and then Paul George is just playing well and inconsistent. I don't really think AD deserves to be an All-Star starter.
No.
I think LeBron's obviously gonna get it. He doesn't need my vote. But Paul George does. PG-13 lives matter.
He does it for you. For guys like you.
And this is my All-Star game, and I don't think I would watch the game.
Who wins? Which team wins in your hypothetical All-Star game?
So realistically, they did the draft. They're not even playing this year, are they?
No, if you went to just starting five,
Wait. Say it again.
like if you would your five West against your five East,
Yeah. I
who wins that
think.
game?
Oh, it's the West easy.
Yeah.
The West is like, these were guys that were all in top 10 for MVP preseason and as we speak. And then in the East, it's got Julius Randle.
Might be. He's not exactly
And,
the same caliber player probably as some of the guys
exactly.
in the West, but fan favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Review
You
and
gotta love
submit. You know,
them. Here we go.
I'll have to
Yeah,
sign up.
they're not even playing, right? Like, this is all just for fun.
Yeah, I think they might do a 3-point. They're talking about doing a 3-point dunk contest. I don't know if they'll actually play a game or not.
I hope they... How do I submit it?
I think you have to make an account.
I have an account, but... Oh, there we go. We're good.
Let's
Vote
go.
again on the NBA app and Twitter.
Wow. It's going to be tough. I think, I don't know. I don't think starter really matters. Whatever. But,
Yeah, let's take a look at like spreadsheet right now, and also let's cross-reference to our predictions.
ooh.
So, did I put Jaylen Brown in my? No, Jaylen Brown was not in my East All Stars. Was he in yours? Let's see. No, I think. Let me see if I can. So we both had Tatum as our first pick.
There you go.
We both had. You had Simmons, Embiid, KD, Kyrie. I had Simmons, Embiid, KD, Kyrie. Okay. I think looking back, I'm surprised in Simmons. You had Pascal, Giannis, Chris Middleton. I had Giannis, and that was it.
There you go.
I had Beal, Trae Young, bonus. I also had Kyle Lowry and Jimmy Butler, but I don't think they'll make it. You had Beal, Westbrook, Trae Young, but no Kyle Lowry and Jimmy Butler.
Sorry.
I think we know where our mistakes are there, and like know where our hits
Well,
are.
and James Harden coming to the East, too, was not foreseen. So, I think we all had James Harden as a West All-Star, so you can count that.
Let's see. Let's go back to the All-Star data sheet. And right here with locks, you have Jokic, Donovan. Jokic is a starter. Mitchell as a lock, but not a starter. I think Dame is a starter. And is a lock, maybe a starter. Kawhi, lock and starter, would you say?
Yeah, probably.
Would you say Dame's a lock and starter?
I don't know. Probably be Luka, Steph.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, sorry. They were more at the
It's
bottom.
annoying.
I know AD will probably be a lock, but definitely not a starter in my eyes.
No.
And then Luka and Steph obviously are up there. So I think your starting five will be Jokic, Kawhi, LeBron, Steph, Doncic, and
Yeah,
LeBron.
I agree.
I think McCollum should make it, but that's really up for
It's tough with the
up in air.
injury.
Mhm.
And, that sucks.
I think Zion will end up making it, right?
I don't know, because I think fan voting is only the starters, and then it's up to, coaches and media.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was like 25% of the votes go to, from the fans, and then 75% is coaches, and it's for all of it. But
We can check that.
when we look at I think out of the fringe guys, excuse me, I don't see any of those guys, besides John.
Yeah, because, we had 9 locks, and then the 3
Yeah.
probable, that's your 12.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think, I don't know, who do you take out for Zion?
Gobert probably.
Yeah.
Gobert or Christian Wood. Christian Wood's playing well, but will he get enough votes?
Yeah, that's the thing. Numbers-wise, I think he actually deserves it.
Yeah. But when it comes down to votes and recognition, will he get that?
I actually don't think Gobert is kind of in the same boat, but I think he's actually playing really well
Yeah, a lot of
and
he-
on like one of the better teams.
exactly.
So I don't know. He probably won't. That's why he's. I don't know.
Now looking at the East, I think those guys are definitely locks. It's funny though that we don't have more locks. I think at the point you can put it'd be weird to see not Harden and Kyrie there, but
Yeah, they probably are. It's just a matter of like Kyrie didn't play. I don't know. He missed a couple, like 10 games. I guess he'll
yeah,
probably be eligible if he doesn't get hurt.
yeah. I think you look at I think you look at Hayward and you would like to see him in there. Same thing with Randall,
Yeah, I give you one spot.
Levine.
If you go locks in the probable, you're
Who do I pick
because
from
I
the
originally had
fringe?
Chris Middleton as probable, and then I was looking at his numbers and like, yeah, maybe not. Because there are definitely guys with better numbers than him, but I mean, he's like the second option on one of the better teams.
If you had to pick someone from the fringe to beat Phil at that last role, who are you picking? Are you going Randall or are you going Levine?
Yeah,
I don't think you can go with Simmons.
I think he might. I like Randall.
Yeah, I do too. I think his numbers are way too good for him to like miss out
It's
on
weird
someone
because
like this.
Randall and Sabonis are basically like the same in a lot of ways.
Um, yeah, they both like they kind of like run the offense through them a lot of the time.
Yeah, just like lefty power point forwards,
Yeah,
a lot of assists, good rebounding, score like
and
20 a game.
yeah.
And I think just
I
that the
mean,
Knicks are overperforming helps Randall a lot too.
yeah, exactly. It makes a better case for him.
Too bad Vucevic started off really good this year and he's kind of tapered off. I would have liked to have seen him make another one. I mean, if Russ has like a crazy February, I wouldn't be surprised if he sneaks in there.
Yeah, I mean, especially now that he's back from injury, I could definitely see, um, and especially if they don't, get bit with the COVID bug again. I don't think so. I think if the herd
Yeah.
immunity thing is true to what it is believed to be, I think, like they'll be good for a while. And I think if Russ and Beal can put on a show and both play their game, and like I always say, be the first duo ever to combine for a 50-50, 100-point game.
I wouldn't put it
Um,
past him.
but they, I could see Russ sneaking in, especially once it comes to like the fan vote, and if the fan vote ends up going
Yeah,
towards.
it's weird because I feel like there are a lot of people that hate him and a lot of people that love him.
But I think coaches know like Russ is one of the best basketball players in the world.
It's so weird because, when he was struggling, everyone was like, I mean, it's the same, like Bleacher Report, Sports Center,
yeah,
like all the media outlets are like, Russ is done. Like everyone knew he would go like off a cliff because his game is based on his athleticism.
hmm
And then he drops 41 and everyone's like, Russ is back,
yeah,
silencing all the haters or whatever. It's just really weird. I mean, they did the same thing with like Melo after like no one wanted him for that period of time, and then he comes back with the Trailblazers, and everyone's like celebrating him. It's like a big deal.
yeah. I mean, I just think it's like there's gonna always be a story, and one day it's gonna be oh he sucks, the next day it's gonna be like oh he's awesome.
Yeah,
Anything for the clicks, anything for the likes. Like if Russ has a great game after being bad, they're not gonna be like, oh, good game from Russ tonight. They're gonna say, oh, he's back.
yeah. It's annoying. It's too bad. It's because like Sabonis last year, right, was like a weird dark horse all-star that I think surprised people. Maybe people disagreed with because of like Zach LaVine and Beal didn't make it. And this year, there's just like no room for that guy. Like Brogdon's played great this whole season. Hayward's been, at least exceptional from like a scoring standpoint. Levine might miss out again, even though he's averaging, 26. Even a guy like Drummond or like Clint Capella, I think, have played really well, averaging like double-double points, rebounds. Capella's had that like ridiculous stretch in there.
Yeah.
And even like Jeremy Grant has been like ridiculous. So it's too bad that we're gonna have some of those guys. I mean, probably all those guys. I don't see making it.
Yeah. So this
But
is
in
how
a
the
different year,
voting-
they would have.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
This is how the voting worked last year, and I assume it's the same this year.
Okay.
Like it's obviously still like conference affiliation matters. Like we couldn't have 15 from the West and 13 from the East or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then, or not 13. You know the
Yeah,
math.
it'd be it's 12 and 12 from each conference.
Yeah. So 10 starters, 2 guards, 3 front court are chosen by a combination of fans, 50% of the vote, current players 25, and media 25. And then players and media were granted a vote in 2017. Only fans have been selecting the starting lineup. And then the 30 NBA coaches select the reserves, voting 2 guards, 3 front court players, and 2 players at any position from their respective conference.
So it's just
So I
all
think-
coaches.
Yeah.
So I think that really changes things because they aren't going to fall into narratives so much.
So
And it's like that pool of people so much smaller than like America.
I think especially if you're looking at it with it where they pick 2 guards and then 3 front court guys, that might change how you.
Right. Because like Brogdon doesn't have a chance, I don't think, at that point.
Yeah, like if
Unless
you're
he's
only picking,
one of the 2 like utility guys or whatever.
if you're only picking 4 guards, it's Beal, Brown, Kyrie, and Harden probably.
Yeah. And then Trey Young, I think, probably will then
Oh,
fill
exactly. Like so
one of the
then
utility.
Yeah. So it gets tricky, but it'll be interesting to see how the updates come out at first. Who's leading the fan vote?
Because it's weird if, like, what if a player comes in 6th on, like, the fan vote in the East and then, like, the coaches don't take him? You know? Like, that's a weird one.
Well,
I don't know if that would
similar to
happen.
the Zaza situation, but
Right. Well, there's that, too. Which is probably why fans don't vote on reserves, because that would definitely happen.
and they don't get like as big of a vote
Yeah.
anymore.
It would be interesting if you did just do the best 24 instead of splitting it by conference, because I do think the East has better guys this year that I would.
The East has better guys than the West.
Yeah, in terms of like, well, you have the 9 locks in the West, I think is solid, but I could see, like, from there, I think Randall or like Levine makes a better case than some of the guys in the West.
Yeah.
More than like Christian Wood or Gobert, McCollum. Like, I don't know when he'll come back.
I think I agree with you. At first I was thinking like that you were crazy, but now I'm looking at it again, and even like CJ hurt.
Right.
Like, who's the next in line? I don't think Cat's gonna make it. I don't think Booker deserves it. I don't think Chris Paul deserves it. Ja got hurt. He misses a chunk of time. DeMar isn't good enough. Like, he's good, but not good enough. So then you think about Zion. You think about Ingram.
Maybe.
You got Westbrook, Siakam.
Yeah.
Like you said, Brogdon, Simmons doesn't deserve it this year. Levine, Randall,
Middleton.
There's some guys that deserve it.
Well, the thing is, too, with coaches, I think they're going to take into account defense more, which would help Ben Simmons.
I think they'll also take into account just like the
Teammate.
old heads. Like, they'll be like, "Oh, Russ is. We know Russ. Like, Russ is always a challenge for us.
Right.
Like, when we go out, like, we have a game plan against Russ."
I feel like, and like Kyle Lowry will probably like pull some weight with coaches. I feel like.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what happens as these come out.
Yeah, because I feel like, I don't know, coaches might just pick their guys too. At the end of the day,
Exactly.
they definitely will. Like, for some of them, like, they're not going to put like. I don't even know who
Brad's
like
picking
Billy
Semi.
Donovan's not going to go like Zach LaVine, Laurie, Thaddeus Young, and Kobe White, but
But
Zach
you know
LaVine
Brad's
damn well better be on his ballot.
Brad's picking Semi. He plays a lot
Put
of
it
minutes.
past him.
Tice.
Tacos per 36 minutes, probably all-star, caliber.
Yeah. He's like, we play 12 guys a night, and those are my 12 all-stars.
They're all all-stars in my book.
All right, Matt, I think I have to sign off and use the restroom.
You just listened to another episode of the Baller Scholar Podcast.